All right, here we go. Game time. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello and welcome back. Doing a ladder match today. Once again, I'm a little rusty. I haven't had as much time to play recently, at least. The time that I have had to play, I've been spending mostly on doing custom games with some of the guys on the server and everything like that. So probably a little rusty on my 1v1 ladder. What I'm going to try and be doing, or what I'm going to try to do this time is take some of the Penguins' advice from the 2v2 tournament, play a little bit more out in orbit, just a little further away instead of going in as close all the time like I usually do, actually. There's very small pockets of reclaim. So they're going to try and play a little bit further out. Hopefully that'll help a little bit with my tunnel vision. So that with the radar down there instead. That's probably enough to queue up for the comm. Alright, Lab is out. I'm going to try and send it back to his little reclaim pocket back here, see if I can bag an engineer. Then going to send our striker north to protect said engineer that is grabbing reclaim. Uh-oh. You can do it. Did it. What a boss. Alright, early aggression blunted. Figured this was gonna happen. Alright. Oh no. Big oof. Well, he didn't grab his reclaim back here. Though I have a much bigger oof. I did not queue up more engineers after, so I'm about to overflow mass pretty terribly. Oh, crap. Alright, well, so much for that. That was fun. Oh, this is bad. Real bad. Real bad. Real bad. I have no units on the field now because I forgot to queue things up correctly. I have no factories. Units that I have are gonna die. Don't zoom in as much. Okay. At least we can try and fluff ourselves up and make ourselves look a little bigger. I like sending a tank to go and take out a mass extractor for him. Okay. You, relic point there. You, relic point there. You. Need scout and some of that. Go deal with this little incursion. Okay, his commander is up there. Means his units are down here. Oh, God. Yep. Yep. That's it. Game over. I have no factories online now. I have no mass. And try and fight with my comm. But yeah, that's it. This is like the worst feeling in the game, honestly. You like made a small mistake, didn't queue everything up appropriately. Now you're gonna lose because of it. Potentially. I don't know. Maybe we can pull it out. Probably not, but we'll see. We're gonna try. We are going to try. Oh, this comm is up there. So, I think our... I'm not gonna have enough mass to rush up a T1 point defense. Where we're at right now. I'm lagging really bad now all of a sudden. Wait, these didn't come off pause. Why are these not off pause? Come on. I have a shitty connection to this guy, I think. This guy's behind like 3. Well, I would be pissed, but I think the game was already over anyway, so... Not the end of the world, per se. We do have some reclaim to work with, so that's good. I just need to get some engineers out. Go with that. Alright, here we go. Game time.
under attack.
All right, Control K for the draw. Here we go. Okay. Well, I could have gone a lot better. Well, actually, I don't think it could have gone any better. That was probably about as good as I could have hoped for in that game. All right, so let's go ahead and flip to the replay. We're going to talk about some areas that I messed up. I picked up on a few of them during the actual gameplay, but there were a couple of things that I think that he did a little bit incorrectly as well that gave me the opportunities that I got. So let me flip to the replay, and I will see you guys in a second. Okay, getting into the replay here. So we're going to speed this up just a smidge. Critical mistake number one that I made was, if you flip to my perspective, I only queued up my first factory to here. I don't know why. Like, I just completely spaced on the additional engineers. I don't know why that is. Like, it's just, you know, a little out of practice and just forgot a couple things, but largely build order's the same. He's going for 2 power generators. He uses his first engineer off the line actually to do mexes, where I think I sent mine out to expand. Yeah, I went full expansion with my engineers. That's probably a better build order, having the first engineer come off and do a mex. I think I actually remember seeing, I think Penguin was actually telling me that earlier. I just forgot for this game. He went for a lot of early aggression though, 2 hunters, as well as a mantis, a scout, and then I think there was another mantis that came out pretty early in the game too. So able to pick up one of the labs. Other one's going to come up here, take this out. I sent this striker to the wrong spot. Just didn't think things through correctly. Mantis ends up bagging that, and oh, that's interesting. So he had a scout shadowing my lab and moved his engineer back to keep it from getting killed. Very smart. Okay, yeah, here's the other mantis. That mantis ends up picking up this lab, and that lab didn't really get anything done. So really the only thing that I was able to accomplish with my lab was defend an engineer for a couple of seconds until it got killed. But this is the point in the game where I'm like, wait, where are all my engineers? Why do I not have engineers out? He's got a second land factory out, getting some power up and everything like that. I think I overbuilt power. I think that was one of the things that I was thinking about, because usually it takes the server about 3-4 minutes to get caught up with game replays. So I think I overbuilt power here for going second land. I think I could have gotten away with a little bit less power. They go third air though. Might have been better though to just go like maybe 5 land factory, then finish the other 3, then go air factory. I would have had more units out on the map quicker. But at this point in the game, I was floating a lot of mass. That was largely just because I didn't queue up my first factory, so I had no build power. So I'm kind of trying to do my best impression of like, what are animals that make themselves look really, really big to try and like intimidate predators? I can't remember, but that's kind of what I was trying to do here. Got this little raiding party that's going to get around in my back line. This game was a lot shorter than I thought it was, to be honest with you. Actually, looking at this, I have more land factories. The only downside is I have no eco to use. I have no eco to do with, to use them with, to do with them, to use. I have no eco to fuel them. So he's outstripping me on mass. He's got double nearly my mass production. And a lot of that I think comes down to the early build power. His initial queue out of his first factory though was also much more focused on early map control, which I think gave him a huge edge. But this is where I think he made some mistakes here. I think his commander is just too far forward. Like, there's no need for his commander to be up here. Drops point defense down. Started trying to use bombers because I didn't think he had very good air. He didn't really. If he had air, it wasn't there. And then he kept throwing units at my commander too, and none of them were big enough to kill the commander, which actually was super helpful because it helped me get first level of veterancy, which was actually really important for what's about to happen. This is another critical thing that he did wrong, I think. So point defense is up, and I just set the point defense to go straight on the comm. And unfortunately, he had Medusa, so the point defense didn't do a whole lot of damage, but dropped him down to about 90% of his HP, which is, you know, good. And then this is where I was like, okay, it's time to go. This commander is unnecessarily dangled forward. Send some bombers in over the top, hopefully clear up some of the T1 units. Send all of my tanks in. I tried to do a shift G at one point. It didn't really work. Then all we do is I walk him down, try to get him under 2500 HP. I was really concerned he was going to block me. Then Control K for the draw. So boiling this down, I think, for trying to think of, you know, a handful of things that I think that both I and this other guy should have done differently. For me, the primary one was not queuing up my initial factory and then overbuilding power if I'm going to go second land. I could have had a more efficient build order that would have had more units out on the map, and I could have actually maintained control of some of the more neutral mass extraction points a little bit better. I think that the other things that I did, I ended up panicking kind of and overbuilding factories, which sent me into a mass stall. And then also, you can't really see it because of the comm explosions, but there's a good amount of reclaim like around my base that I didn't do a very good job of taking. So in positions like that where the enemy is just like banging on your door, you got to take that reclaim. You got to make sure that you're using any enemy's mistakes to your advantage. In this case, that's one of the great things about Supreme Commander is if an enemy is throwing units against you, you can take a failed assault and turn it into eco upgrading or rebuilding your army, things like that. So what I think Iwoba, I guess, could have done differently is he was way too far forward with his commander. In the position in the position he was in, there's no reason why your commander should be that far forward, why he would take damage from point defense, and then give me the opportunity to essentially just walk you down and draw with you. Like you're in a great position. You have the entire map except for he's got 90% of the map here. There's no reason why he needs to throw his commander that far forward, especially unupgraded. So things differently. Like if you're going to have your commander this far forward, he could have crushed me with a gun comm. Could have gone for microwave accelerator. That would have been pretty devastating. He could have gone for T2 at this point. He could have upgraded some eco. There were a lot of things that he could have done. He didn't need to send an unupgraded comm into point defense and into my army. Although to be fair, I may have had more units than he thought I did, but you know, whatever. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.